me pull forward, I'll square it up better. Yeah, the hardest part of the weekend for me is you know, I drove the motorhome and trailer up here from Nashville, and when you arrive, you've got, this thing's 90 feet long. The hardest part is parking it in the paddock and finding a decent paddock space. So that part's done. Good job. Yeah, we're here at Mid-Ohio. It's the middle of June, and it's our 4th race with the Audi R8 LMS car that we have. And the learning curve, you know, isn't getting any less. It keeps getting steeper and steeper because this car is so capable, and it's really up to the driver to learn it and push it to its limits and find the limit of this car. So it's raining again. Yeah, you know, we're in Ohio and you look at the weather forecast and it tells you one thing, but then another thing happens, you know. It's sort of like the old adage, you know, just wait 15 minutes and something will change. This track in particular, any kind of dampness, it becomes extremely slippery and there's no traction. So, you know, all I really could do is bed the brakes in. We had a new set of brake pads and get the car stopping good, get a feel for how the track went around. You know, I could at least get a feel for maybe what the line would be. Also test out some rain lines, you know, outside of the normal driving line. Test out what it's like, you know, outside of that. We're constantly dealing with a drying track, a wet track, and that kind of thing. And what's great about this car is it has devices, ABS, traction control, and that type of thing that are dialable. I can tune it in to whatever the track conditions are. So we're constantly learning things about what this car can do. I haven't really found out what it can't do yet. You know, it's tough because you go through the keyhole, it's off camber, downhill, and the car just goes. It's like, oh, shit. It forced me not to go fast right away.
So how's the car working? It was good, you know, the track started drying out. You gotta take it easy, there's weepers and it's super slippery, but you just look out for those areas. Other than that, it was good, just pushing. Okay, push, even though I took all that rear toe out of it. Mid corner to exit. Been good.
Turns in good, mid-corner to exit is pushing. You know, tires are old. Track is green.
You did 18 laps. Okay, all right, I'll...
135 is the best?
Yeah.
There were still some damp spots, weepers running across the track, but for the most part, it was a dry track and you could drive fairly hard. And you know, it was really my time to go out and push the car. You know, we still had old tires, that type of thing, but I really wanted to work on setting a quick time right out of the gate. You know, let's go hard first lap and see how far we can push it, because you know you've got to be able to do that when you race. You know, when they throw the green flag, you've got to be able to stand on the gas and go hard 10/10 first lap. My first lap was decent, a 1:31. That was kind of my goal for that session. And then I clicked off a bunch of 1:31s in traffic. And the final lap that I got, you know, I hit all my marks 3/4 of the way through that lap, and I caught some back markers. And the back marker actually slowed me down 18 miles an hour through the last final 4 corners of the track. And I thought, well, you know, the lap's ruined or whatever. And it ended up being my fastest lap of the session, a 1:30.9. So certainly we've got a 128 in us, 127, somewhere in that ballpark. And that really, it gives me some encouragement. The guy slowed us down 1,600 feet. So you add that up in football lengths.
Now that's fun. And it's a lot of work.
Now, driving to the next level is seat time and getting comfortable, and then now you feel comfortable enough to push the car even harder and keep it on the track. It's all about graduating to the next level, and it's sort of like life. Life is that way, you know. Even doesn't matter how old you are, you should always be pushing to the next level, because after all, racing is life.